your tarot life coach. I hope you guys are having a wonderful month of August and enjoying the sun and the summer still while we melt in Houston, Texas. Thank God for swimming pools and AC. So guys, I wanted to tell you thank you so much for spending my vacation with me. I really appreciate it, and helping me get this launched and started. So also along with that, if you have emailed me and I am working on your email, please give me a couple more days. I got a lot of them and I really fell behind. Didn't think it was going to take me as long as it does. But it is, and we're getting there. Some of y'all might get videos. I don't know, because I just want you guys to have it because I go back to work on Wednesday. So thank you so much for just like really trusting me with your questions, okay? We're going to do a general spread about empowerment. And so before us, let's jump right into it, okay? Before us, we have the Dancer of Beginning from the Shaman's Oracle by John Matthews and Will Kingham. And you kind of see him. Like, I just feel like, you know, he has really got some good vibes. I'm over here jumping up and, no, not jumping, but I'm like chair dancing, and not the sexy kind. Like, I'm just like pumping the air. Because the other day, guys, I was doing a read. I was doing an email read for somebody, and I got totally emotional because this Alicia Keys song, This Girl Is on Fire, came into my head about her, and I couldn't handle it, and I was like feeling the spirit, and I broke my chair. I just had to share that, and I guess put myself out there. But yeah, that's me. Like, I was like feeling it. I was like, yes, this girl is on fire, and the good kind of fire, okay, not the bad kind. So I was overwhelmed. I've never felt that type of a connection on an email read, but it was overwhelming. Actually, like, that song got me going, enough to break my chair. So I'm down to 3 chairs now. So here we go. The Dancer of Beginning. It's ready to bring what you thought was an ending, water signs. And this reading is for August 7th through the 13th. And this spread is about empowerment, okay? And this is the Shaman's Oracle by John Matthews and Will Kingham. Okay, so the question is, do you feel stuck? Because new things are coming. So you got your hands in the air and you're dancing, maybe twerking. I don't know what it is you do. Cupid shuffle, I don't know. Doing the samba, the whatever. I don't know, but you're dancing and you're feeling this new beginning, okay? So sometimes beginnings can be scary, and that's why we have our ancestors back there. We have our cherubs, you know. They're here to enlighten us, to give us the action, bless us, and make it happen, okay? So the Dancer of Beginnings in helping us to see beginnings where perhaps we saw endings, and to breathe new life and possibilities even into the familiar of the routine. Sometimes we get caught up in the whole, every morning I wake up and I go to work, and it's the same old, and I'm so sick of it. And we kind of lose sight of those things, okay? So it's all about inspiration, starting out new ideas, the birth of dreams, okay? And working towards the future. And ask yourself, what are your hopes and dreams, you know? Take a minute and acknowledge those things that, you remember when you were little and you're like, man, I can't wait till I do this, and I want to go here, and I want to do that. And as an adult, they ask you, like, what do you do for fun? And this is me, I don't know, I don't have time for fun. No, like, what the hell's wrong with me, you know? So it's about going back and remembering and dancing and enjoying life and beginning something, okay? Beginning. So like I said, this is a spread about empowerment. I'm going to go ahead and bless your cards real quick. Saints, show us the energy that you have for water signs for the week of August 7th to the 13th. Oh, I wanted to go again. That is it. Okay, so our first card, of course, it's the arrow, so you know it's our thoughts. Our thoughts are strength reversed, okay? Guys, this is a general reading, okay? Please don't get mad at me. Our words. Oh, we might be a little strong with our words over here. Our actions. That's y'all, water signs. Oh, I love the King of Cups. And the outcome. Oh, how beautiful. Young, I'm sorry. I love me some Pazuzu. I've had to warm up to that card, but I love me some Pazuzu. And the overall energy, if we follow this advice, is, well, not the overall energy. I'm sorry, the overall energy of the read right now is the Princess of Disc reversed, okay? Or inverted, like my friend says. Okay, let's hit it up. Let's see what's going on here. And right before us, we have the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra Tabitha Cicero. And we have Gilgamesh. And so this is about how our thoughts, this is empowerment, guys. We are trying to empower ourselves so that we can move on to this new beginning, okay? So I see strength reversed. Water signs. Something's going on for some of you guys and girls, and you have kind of lost your courage, okay? So when I see strength reversed, I have a lot of things that run through my mind. But when I'm reading more on energy, I'm not trying to interpret things. I'm just trying to go with the flow. So when I see Gilgamesh, and I know what he's doing, he's fighting this lion. He's like overwhelmed by it. But when he's upright, he's like, I got this. You know, I'm Gilgamesh. And, and Gilgamesh goes through a whole process through this whole book. Like, Gilgamesh goes from being like the tyrant who would go and like rape and pillage the place, to becoming the super warm-hearted king, to becoming depressed about things not being the same, to then becoming this great king, and to finally getting immortality. So what are we learning? We're learning things through the process, okay? So here we are. These are the thoughts that are coming through some of our minds as a water sign. So it is about, maybe our thoughts are abusive, they're too powerful, they're taking over, and it's making us feel weak, and there's confrontation, and there's a lack of courage. For some, maybe the cat's out the bag. I like that one. Maybe something got out you didn't want anyone to know about, and now it's revealed, and you're not seen so much as this in control person. So now your thoughts are running wild, and our thoughts are like a little forest fire. Like, it begins with you. One little thought can ignite an entire fire in our head. And it can either be in a good way or in a damaging way. So we have to really watch our thoughts. And I have said this in all my other videos, and I want to say this with you. Tarot is such a beautiful art. Like, I think it's just amazing how a picture can ignite something. It can just give so much to a person, a picture. It elicits so much emotion in you, or at least it does for me. And Carl Jung or Jung, I don't know, I always say it wrong, someone I idolize because he believed in this. And I believe, and I know y'all might think I'm crazy, I believe in relationships with people and developing clear communication and harnessing our energy together. And some people won't come to therapy, but they'll go to a card reader. And what are they doing? They're having a therapeutic process. So yeah, sometimes my readings are a little out there, guys, so just bear with me. I just want to share with you some uplifting things also. So these are your thoughts. And right now, some of these thoughts aren't very encouraging, okay? So this is affecting our words. This is like CBT. This is affecting our words. And look at you water signs being all aggressive and stuff right here with the Prince of Arrows. You're ready to take action. You're hurt, and you're going to take some action, and you're going to get to this new beginning. So you're harnessing that energy with your words. Be very, very, be very mindful of your words, because this is Era. And Era was like a volatile force, okay? Era did not think of others. He thought of himself. And he didn't give a damn. And the Four of Cups, this man killed a whole city until the gods came and begged him to stop. So be very mindful with your words this week, that your words create a space for you to love yourself and to love others, because words hurt. This whole sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Bull fucking shit. They hurt, and they don't go away. Emotional abuse or verbal abuse is just as bad as physical abuse, whether you do it to yourself or someone else. Because yes, we abuse ourselves also when we have these negative thought patterns, or when we put ourselves down and we take our own power away. So this whole reading is about getting your power back, dancing with the beginning. So when I have the warrior in front of me and he is cocked up and ready to go, he usually has good intentions, but he is a warrior. So he is emotionally detached. And as a water sign, you guys are all about your emotions. So I feel like you're masking something, like you don't want someone to know your emotions, so you're putting on this hard act. And it's okay. I mean, but make sure that you don't fool yourself along the process, because we want our thoughts and our words to match. So in order for our thoughts to match our words, we need to make this courage. We need to get our courage back. We need to stand on our own bearings so that when we're cocked and ready to go and say something, we're speaking from our heart. Because I always see the lion and I think of a big-hearted lion, okay? So going into our actions. So we got the King of Cups. Oh, someone who's going to give more than anyone else possibly and enjoy a drink with you. I always think, like, if I ever partied with any of the kings, this is what I think about sometimes, guys. Who would I party with? I would party with the King of Cups because he's fun-loving and he likes to drink. And you know what? I'm all down for a good drink sometimes. So here we have Apsu. Now, a little story about Apsu. He was the very first god, and sometimes he would get really grouchy, like really upset that the younger gods were making so much noise. And that's actually how he died, okay? Because he was like, I'm going to go kill all these young gods because they're too loud. And the magician had to come in and wreck shop and kill him in his sleep, okay? Not trying to say that it's time for you to be killed or anything. But the King of Cups was originally like the father figure. He was like this nurturing, caring man, caring husband. I mean, he's just, he's everything. He's gallant. He's creative. He's sensitive. He's intelligent. Maybe I like water signs. I don't know. I like all the kings. So here we go with him. But so this is how your actions are going to be. You're going to be very kind and caring. But your words, they are not matching. And so this is where we take away from our power sometimes. We disempower ourselves, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So your actions say that you're like this stand-up person and you're going to do this and you're going to do that and you're caring and you're loving and you have your emotions under control, but your words are saying that you're emotionally detached. So there is a breakdown within the connection or the flow of energy that's going through some water signs, okay? So if we follow the advice of finding the inner courage in our thoughts so that our words have the energy and the vibrations that our actions have, we're going to notice that this 10 of Wands, like all of that pressure you feel on yourself, it's going to fall off and Pazuzu's going to fly away and protect the unborn dreams, unborn decisions, unborn choices. And, I say that because he's the protector of the unborn children. So I don't always think of unborn as like always kids. I think about sometimes we have these dreams or these goals or these aspirations and we're like, oh, I really hope this comes true. And we kind of keep all that pressure on ourselves and we don't share, or we don't look for help. And so we're carrying all those wands on our back and it's really hard to fly. And Pazuzu's going to protect them for you because all the wands are falling off of him. So the overall energy right now that we have with disempowerment, or, that's affecting the empowerment that we're looking for, is the Princess of Disc reversed. Now I want you to take a moment and kind of look at her. I'm going to put her upright. You see the blue sky. She's surrounded by like an egg-shaped glow of sunlight. So she's radiating positive energy is how I look at it. And she's grounded and she's comfortable with herself. The girl ain't got no top on, but she's guarding something. She's protecting something. And she doesn't want to look at something. She literally has her face turned away from something. So as I'm saying this stuff, water signs, if there is a situation that you are protecting yourself from or avoiding or whatever it is, this is a great way to become empowered and to kind of see how your thoughts and words and actions are lining up. So we are like this, okay? And she doesn't want to look at the read. She's like, oh, this is ludicrous. This lady's smoking too much. However, that energy, when she's reversed, it's almost like she's turned herself off to learning, okay? Because Sala is a good student. She's very sensual. She's one of these women who is slow to anger, okay? She's very, the disc or the pentacles, however you refer to them, they're very slow moving, okay? So she's just a loyal woman. She's responsible and generous and a good student. But right now, when she's inverted, she's a little idle, kind of selfish, and just reckless. And, maybe wasteful of the good energy that she does have. And it's saying in order to change that so that she can stand upright and be a good student and be this loyal person, it's time to align your thoughts, your words, and your actions in order for the outcome of all this oppression and heaviness that you might be feeling this week to come off of you. Okay? So that's the vibe that I'm getting for the week of August 7th through the 13th for water signs. To sum it up, the thoughts are our goal is to flip that lion over and redevelop our own courage so that our thoughts can be strong enough to affect our words. Because if we can change our thoughts about ourselves, about the situation, we can empower ourselves. I go back to the 50-50, this relationship was a fail because we broke up. Well, shit, there's a 50-50 chance that you're always going to break up. But if you look at it as a win, lose, pass, fail, you kind of lose what you've learned in the process. And like I said in another video, when I was going through grad school, we used to always say you got to trust the process. I'll attribute this to when I did practicum and I had to do therapy in front of people that were pros, and I was like, what the hell, I feel like a loser. And then at the end they tear you apart, and they didn't tear you apart, well, one person did, and they tell you everything you did wrong, and then what you did right, and the things that you could do better, and you have to harness that, okay? And you have to develop a way of taking good and not so good, sometimes hard to handle advice. It's the same thing with your thoughts. Your thoughts are gonna, if you let a thought run in the wrong direction, you're going to set fire in the wrong direction. We want to set fire in the right direction. So going back to the idea of the relationship. Oh, it was a horrible relationship. I wasted my life. I wasted my time. What did you learn in the process? So that when you start this new beginning, if you start this new relationship, what are you going to do differently? How are you going to pour into yourself and pour into the person? How are you going to know not to go down that road? Did you learn those signs? Did you learn those signals? That kind of thing. So that's how our thoughts, our words, and our actions line up. And that's how we become empowered. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. I always recommend to journal. Write down the things that are standing out to you. Write down things that are working, and things that aren't working, just throw them away in the trash. If they're not working for you, don't do them. But that's what journaling is good for also. So empower yourself. Find what works for you, because everybody is different. And utilize your skills and your gifts to be this King of Cups or Queen of Cups that you are. And for that your thoughts to create courage and empowerment within your spirit. Okay? Thank you very much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week.